Hello YouTube! Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting on a Fan. And yes, the fan is on. I'm wearing this scarf for fashion reasons, but I'd rather take it off, but you know me. Slave to fashion. Anyway, the time is approximately 9:45 p.m. and the date is Wednesday, September 25th, 2019. The sun is in Libra and the moon is waning in Leo. And I recently discovered a feline-themed tarot spread on Instagram. It's called the Cat Tarot Spread, and the Instagram account is called Owl and Bones Tarot. I'm going to have a link to the specific post, but I'm also going to have a link to the their Instagram account. But I want to tell you about, so before anything else, let me once again acknowledge the beautiful and wonderful and magical and chakralicious Jennifer Ball's Witch House, formerly Jennifer Ball's Spiritual Garage, for turning me on to independently published tarot decks. And this is the Mermaiid Cats Tarot by Mayumi. And I had the honor and pleasure of not only contributing to their campaign. I'm sorry, my awesome audiovisual person distracted me for a moment. Is everything okay? You sure? Mm-hmm. You're really sure? Okay. Sorry about that, YouTube. And I love the deck. I am long overdue to do a proper review of it. I have a feeling that at this point, I'm going to need to set aside like some really... you know what? Actually, I stand corrected. I need to have a meeting with my awesome audiovisual person at some point before the conclusion of 2019 and talk about what I can do or what I need to do and what resources are available to me to make deck review videos again. That's what I need to do. And I actually think that that's something that he and I are long overdue to do, to actually have an actual meeting where we say, listen, this is what's on my mind, this is what's going on, this is what needs to happen, and from both sides, him and me. Like, he updates me periodically on what he's going to acquire and what he needs to replace, but we don't really have like a sit down, like we're going to have a meeting about this. And I think we need to do that. I think we need to have that official meeting. You know, like make it like a business lunch. I love the sound of that. I really do love the sound of that, a business lunch. Or with his schedule, a business dinner. It'll be a business dinner. Of course, on his days off, it could be a business lunch or even a business breakfast. But it has to be outside of my home. You know, because we can get a little too casual at times when we're in my home. Which is fine. I mean, I trust him that much, and I think the world of him. But anyway, so this is called the Cat Tarot Spread, and of course I'm using a feline-themed tarot deck. But I want to thank Mayumi for creating this tarot deck. Love this tarot deck. And I'm going to... do a few things first. So I'm going to have another sip of my Snapple iced tea. Love me some iced tea. Oh, that's so good. And I'm going to use my trusty Kananga water made with the essence of Lang Lang. I stand corrected, it's not orange blossom, it's Lang Lang, which has been known magically and mystically to heal a broken heart and to kindle the fires of love and lust, romantic love and sexual lust. See, I love aphrodisiacal herbs and essences, but I use them more for healing the heart as opposed to getting my focal on, you know? Okay, so it's a 6-card spread. I don't know if you'll be able to see the spread on my monitor. I don't think one can. Isn't that correct, my awesome audiovisual person? They will not be able to see it even if you point it to the monitor? Nah, sorry. but I will do a screenshot of the image, and that'll be the thumbnail for this video. But it is so beautiful, this cute little kitty. Okay, so, what makes you purr? What makes you pounce? What shit have you buried? You know who I'm looking at. Some of us have cats that bury the shit, and not where they're supposed to bury it. Isn't that right? Don't make me mention names. I will mention names. You know who I'm talking about. My awesome audiovisual person knows. I know that she's not in the vicinity, but she can hear the sound of my voice. Actually, the whole block can hear the sound of my voice. What makes your claws come out? What nourishes you? What needs to take a rest? And of course, I forgot who taught me this, but a final message card. The final message card really does make a difference for me. And it makes a difference for my clients' readings too. Okay. Cut the deck once, and 3 piles, and here we go. So I'm actually going to have my awesome audiovisual person do a close-up of the back of the deck first. And this is the box in which it arrived. Talk about contrast. Yin and Yang, the Tao. Okay. What makes you purr? I'm going to show all of you first. And then I'm going to show, could you do a close-up? Okay. And I'm going to do, now I'm going to show me. Page of Wands. Well, in my case, spirituality makes me purr. Spirituality, spiritual awareness, sacred tools, metaphysical methods, magic tools, the metaphysical, the magical, the mystical, the spiritual development, spiritual attainment, all of that makes me purr, without a doubt. What makes you pounce? I'm going to have my awesome oh my goddess. I'm going to have my awesome audio visual person do a close-up. Yes, this is my last video of the evening. Okay. What makes me pounce, and what makes some of you pounce as well? Judgment. People that criticize. People that are like, well, why are you doing that? Well, why do you have to do that? Why are you with him? Why are you with her? Why you got that job? I could say more about that, but that's a whole other video for a whole other day. Isn't that right, my awesome audiovisual person? He knows. What shit have you buried? Now this gonna be the reveal for you and for me. Bam! You know, I'm almost afraid to look. Isn't that so funny? I'm the first one to say, if you don't want to hear the answer, don't ask the question. What shit have you buried? And it's the star card. What shit have I buried? Oh. That's right, I don't tell y'all everything. Okay. So, is there some spiritual shit that I've buried? Maybe. I haven't thought about that. There are some things that I don't feel I'm ready to discuss publicly yet. There are some endeavors that I feel that I need to prepare more. You know, there's a tarot deck that I've been working with that I have been enjoying working with, but I have not been public about it. I've been working with another tarot deck in conjunction with it, and I've been working with a journal with both. But I really haven't been public about it, and I haven't discussed it publicly with... I'm not even sure if I discussed it with more than 1 or 2 people. And that's okay. But, yeah, that's some spiritual shit that I've buried. And I didn't do it intentionally. I did it intentionally. I didn't do it to deceive anybody. I just felt that it wasn't the right time to discuss it publicly and openly. But who knows, that might change. What makes your claws come out? This will not surprise a lot of us. Oh my goddess, and it certainly doesn't surprise me. So, as I've mentioned in previous videos, I'm a typical rising sign Leo. And several years ago, I used to give readings in this metaphysics store in the borough of Queens in New York City. And there was a pendant of Sekhmet, the ancient Egyptian lioness-headed goddess of magic, prophecy, healing, carnal lust, and the scorching heat of the sun, that was there. And I said to myself, you know what, let me not assume it's for me just because it's here. So I waited 8 months. I waited from August until the following January, my birthday month. And yes, when I first discovered it in August, the sun was in Leo, my rising sign. So I figured, well, if it's there 8 months later, and 8 is my single birth number, then it's for me. So I purchased it. And I wear it only when the sun is in Leo. If the sun is in Leo, I wear that pendant. If the sun is not in Leo, I don't. But for the first 3 to 4 years of me wearing it, Sekhmet would want to roar. And I would always stifle her. Now I'm noticing that I want to roar regardless of whether the sun is in Leo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, etc. So she's getting her revenge. She's like, well, bitch, you should have let me roar when I fucking wanted to roar. How's that? Don't tell a goddess what not to do. What nourishes you? My awesome audiovisual person, can they see this? Okay, just want to make sure. The Eight of Pentacles. The acquiring of knowledge and wisdom. The attainment of knowledge and wisdom. And yes, that absolutely nourishes me. Along with coffee and chocolate and pasta. What needs to take a rest? As somebody starts to nod off. Two of Swords. What needs to take a rest? Feeling like every day is a battle. Feeling like every day is a struggle. That needs to take a long-ass rest called death. Because you know what? To the marrow of my bones, I know that life is what we make of it. I know that some of us make life like it's a struggle, like every day is a challenge, every day is a battle. You know, recently I began thinking of a neighbor that I used to have. And she was an older woman. And I used to love chatting with her. At first. But every single time we had a conversation, at least 3 times during that conversation, she would always say, you never win. You can never win. And I want to tell you something. Not only has she been on my mind lately, but I've come to realize that I inadvertently adopted that belief that I can never win. Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, that belief is called an illusion. It is an absolute illusion. I can win. I can absolutely win at any time. And I know that I am a winner. And I know this to the marrow of my bones. I know that I am still here because I am not ready to exit this earth. And I can honestly say that I've gone through a lot these last few years to make sure that I remain walking this earth. And I'm going to say to you as well, you are meant to continue walking on this earth. If you are alive and breathing, if you woke up and you drew breath, then you are meant to continue walking on this earth. So from now on, every single time that illusion, that nonsensical notion of I can never win, every day's a battle comes up, just say to yourself, thank you for sharing. Do what Louise L. Hay would do. Thank you for sharing. And now I'm going to choose something that helps me move forward. Now I'm going to choose something that helps empower me and strengthen me. And we're going to do a quick exercise. I can never win. No, that is not true, Robert. You can win. You can win any day of the year. You can win anytime you want. Mary says to herself, I just can't win. No, Mary, you can win. You can win right now by choosing to surrender and release the illusion that you can never win. Every single time something comes up for you, and it seems overwhelming, and it seems frustrating, and it seems like you have no power in it, say to yourself, I am a winner, and today I choose to win. And with that, the final message card is from the bottom of the deck. Okay. You saw the card, right? You just can't make this shit up. Isis Fortuna as a mermaid. Or rather, as a mermaid cat. You know, it's so funny because when I was at Notions and Potions last weekend, no, 2 weekends ago, something like that. Today's the 25th, 2 weekends ago. Cheryl, a living goddess who owns Notions and Potions, and I had a great conversation about Fortuna. She is the Roman goddess of abundance and prosperity. She is also the Roman goddess of fortune. But she does not discriminate. In other words, she does not say, well, you deserve good fortune, or you deserve bad fortune. She's basically going to give you what you get. She's going to give you what you got to give, and she's going to give you what you get. A lot of people think that the Wheel of Fortune is all about, oh, I'm going to be wealthy, I'm going to be rich. No, the Wheel of Fortune is about the turning of the wheel. And if you look at it, isn't it not at all coincidental that most wheels in the Wheel of Fortune card have 8 spokes? As in 8 festivals of the witch's wheel of the year. That is not a coincidence. Because in the witch's wheel of the year there are 8 major festivals. 2 solstices, 2 equinoxes, and 4 cross-quarter holy days. And they make up the witch's wheel of the year. With that being said, fortunes increase and decrease. Fortunes ebb and flow. Just like everything. Everything ebbs and flows. That's what the ocean, that's why the ocean is one of the most powerful symbols of prosperity. You know, the fact of the matter is that we have bank accounts that have a certain amount of money on a certain day of the week, on a certain day of the month. But we spend those monies. So they decrease, but then they increase, but then they decrease. You know, right now, I don't have everything that I need to make coffee, the way that I want to make coffee, the way that Sheikh Albert makes coffee. But that's okay, because tomorrow's a new day, and tomorrow I will have everything that I need to make coffee the way it's meant to be made at Sheikh Albert. Am I okay with that? Yeah. I didn't have coffee today. No, I had coffee this morning. I had 1 cup of coffee, I think. I don't remember. I actually don't remember if I had coffee today. That's bad. But you know I'm going to have coffee tomorrow. That's for damn sure. But you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the fact, let's say for the sake of argument, I did not have coffee today. If I didn't have coffee today, you know what? One day that I did not drink coffee, it's okay. I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. I'm still remembering who I am and remembering my sacred practices and doing what I need to do to thrive. and that's totally okay. So YouTube, as always, I thank you so much for honoring who I am and what I do. Please let me know if this reading resonated with you, and absolutely let me know if you have a copy of the Mermaiid Cats Tarot. I am going to include the link, if I can find it, to the Mermaiid Cats Tarot crowdfunding page. That way you can see the other designs. I think she has a video, and you can take a look at it. You can also contact Mayumi directly, say that you found out about her amazing tarot deck through Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, and you can get your own copy. Because I know that there are many of us that love cats and love nothing more than having tarot decks that have a feline theme. And I think oracle card decks are catching on to this because there seems to be an increase in the number of feline-themed oracle card decks. As always, thank you for the likes, thank you for the shares, thank you for those of you who have already availed yourselves of my psychic services, and thank you to those of you who are going to do so right now. I wish all of you many blessings of love and light, prosperity and peace, and good night.